Downwind from the factory, a whole neighborhood breathes in something nobody there ever agreed to buy. Nobody in that neighborhood is on the receipt. And once you notice that gap, you start seeing it everywhere prices get made. Because a price is really just a conversation between two people, and sometimes the room is bigger than that. Every price tag only counts what the buyer pays and what the seller gets. The cost of that smoke drifting over someone else's yard never makes it onto the receipt at all. So the factory keeps producing right past the point where the smoke actually costs everyone more than the goods are worth. Left alone, the market simply makes too much of it. Flip it around, and the opposite happens. Get vaccinated, and you also protect the people standing next to you in line. But since nobody pays you for that part, fewer people bother, and the market makes too little of a genuinely good thing. But what's actually happening underneath that gap? Line up what the market actually produces against what would be best for everyone, and the two quantities almost never match. Too much pollution, too few vaccinations, right where the private price stops listening to anyone outside the deal. One classic fix is a Pigouvian tax, or its mirror, a subsidy, that adds the missing cost or the missing benefit straight into the price until the private choice starts looking like the social one. Leave that gap open instead, and it isn't just unfair. It's wasted value. Real gains that simply never happen, priced right there on the ledger as a loss nobody collects. Push a little further, and there's a very different way to close that same gap. Economist Ronald Coase pointed out that if property rights are clear and the two sides can bargain cheaply enough, they can strike that deal directly, no tax required. Though that "if" is doing a lot of work, since real bargaining rarely comes free. So the toolkit really has three options: tax it, permit, and trade it, or let the affected parties settle it between themselves, and which one fits depends entirely on how easy that bargaining actually is. So next time you smell smoke on the wind, remember, that receipt was always missing a name. And closing that gap, one way or another, is what turns a private deal back into a fair one.